what are your thoughts on this?
Okay,
sort of
BBL
composition?
on
Are you that fast? You just
BBL
wanna
on
see it kind
defense,
of in
Gentlemates
front
on
of you?
attack.
Well, here's the thing that I see.
Okay.
I see Natank is not on Phoenix.
Sure.
Therefore, Gentlemates loses, obviously, right?
Right. Obviously.
Obviously. But I mean, the double duelists, like they've done on other maps, so we're going to see a similar approach, really explosive, really a lot of these push-pull things that they're going to do. The Neon, especially with the Rays, like, they're just going to be able to move so fast. Oh, man, they're just going to run it down with the flash as well.
Brave's got to get out of there.
Dude
Nice
just
little
missed his
spell.
stun fully to
slowed
stop the
down.
chase.
I think that was Kushner's
No, that was his, right?
investment of utility to slow that close down towards Brave.
I'm
but we
real
know the
confident that
Gentlemates
was his
are happy
stun.
to run this map back and forth. They will be
Maybe I
trying to
missed
pull
it, but-
players out of position, pull that utility away. See how it looks when they finally commit towards one of the sites. It does look like they're heading back to that B site here. Only one player will be.
It's nice from them though. Question marks created over towards here. Pressure, especially with the smoke that went over towards spawn. Vision block on this. So they could be close up towards elbow, ready to explode. 3 people over towards here. Any trip breakers?
The flashes.
Yeah, Elite
I mean,
could
yeah.
make the most of the utility. Already
And
kind of
what do we
sitting
have
back
with the
towards
after
CT.
plant util? Are we just doing the whole plant against the
They've already taken
wall?
site, they're
Go B
pressuring
main?
quite deep here. Now
No,
gonna
we
plant
plant deep
towards
and we
CT
take
side.
Boba. What the?
Falling back, but you can already see the retake starting through market as well. A little bit of a switch around here. Heavier commitment towards it. Kushner does well, as does Reezy, but still there's Takas and Logan to try and clear. Logan still with that paranoia. Ridiculous he still has it in hand. Same to be said for Brave until then. Takas needs to go clutch now in a 1v2. And he's actually been given a second chance at this one. A tap on the spike,
nicely
but
done
that's
from
all they
BBL.
need. Elite there. Close it down in the end. Does well to stay alive that long. And BBL, good start.
And BBL looking really good on the retakes again. So this is something that they should absolutely try to do more consistently. Just like be in those retake situations with players alive. Obviously, it's easy on this map towards B, Elite, or just any Cypher basically. Just live towards that Boba area and you're going to be golden. And I like the idea from Gentlemates there, though. They get into the site, they're out of abilities completely. Yep. They're tapped dry. So what do? They extend into Boba, looking for an initial fight. They didn't get anything that they wanted there, so they tried to move back towards Market. I think that just moving around that much kind of bit them a little bit.
That is not how you play the B
Now,
after plant.
the BBL,
Yeah, I wonder if
wanna
they're
keep
going to
this
just fall
clean,
back
you
to
wanna
the
keep those
normal one.
rifles. They heavily invest into these second rounds.
I think it's just
in
worth doing.
bulldogs.
I think you can fight over
Now
towards
play.
site.
Oh, that's
Oof.
crisp.
I will say, like,
Elite
BBL
light
did
work
good
too.
to not give them the kill when they went
Feel any
aggro, and then
pressure
it looked
now.
like they didn't know what to do too much, right? They
On the
just
other
took
side for
market and
Gentlemates,
lost
any
Boba.
disruption would be ideal, but I think that sheriff
Yeah, I
will
just
Logan.
think the plant against this wall
just
and the
some
after plant
classics.
over towards B main is so strong that you should
A
just
little
use
bit of a
that.
read on the map, and all
Even
they've
if it's
really
only
noticed
like
Elite
2 or
is,
1 of you over
hard
towards
to
B main.
disrupt and remove from B so far. Smoke, 2 flashes, and the nade. That's about all they've got here. So
Consolation prize of an ultimate orb on the KO.
yeah, I mean, that seems like is all he's going to really get here. How do you even close that gap? Look at it. Like, Pora's already waiting. Can't even cross comfortably. The knife isn't anywhere near to even connecting.
Nothing to break the trips with either. No shocks, no satchels, one-way cage. That's all she wrote.
One enemy
Pretty much,
remaining.
right? This one is looking wraps. And there. Beautiful round from BBL. They'll be happy with that. And you'll see a flawless coming in. You love that, don't you?
I do love it.
Yeah? You're going to take that with you when you leave here, when you
I might.
leave me from the cast.
I might just introduce that into my everyday speech. 3 Bulldogs, a Vandal on the defense on the bonus round here. Spectre on the Omen player, which is
What changes do I think this map
weapon to
needs?
have as
It's
the
just
smokes player. You
plant
get to
gets removed
shoot
here.
through the smokes undetected.
Take this
pretty
out.
much.
Plant spot.
Play nice
Make it
and close
a
to them as well. Get
strong
the maximum
square.
damage off.
Yeah, it's a good map.
Light shields.
It's
All
a
the
really good
attackers
map,
right now.
apart from that, honestly.
This knife might tag.
Oh!
Takas
Yeah, and he had a chance
made
there for
such a
sure.
big
30
attempt on Elite's
HP.
life and still falls. Elite is a nightmare to clear.
Yeah, that's a
Finally,
strong
they
kill
get
from
rid of it,
Bayaz,
but it
though.
took basically clearing the entire
He try and
site, even
okay,
just
so
to
the
get
smoke
close to this
leaked
guy.
out, and he wanted to
Now
try and
into a
make the most
4v3.
of
How
it.
good is this retake?
Felt weird that the server
Trying to
went
do
down
a
there,
lot
but
with
I get it now that I've seen the smoke
Less
here.
at this point, considering they still have that SMG, they have that Bulldog. Yes, there's a Vandal on Kushner, but it's going to be very hard to bring that into effect here. The tank's still prowling around on the site itself. The last 2 tucked towards CT. Whaler's going to find Pora. It's just
Relatively
Kushner
convincing,
now.
especially if they don't lose one more.
Costly.
Got a little bit lucky with some of the
Can
HPs
really,
though.
not given much play here. Logan happy to test and challenge and prod and poke. Kushner just trying to find a way. The tank could be the one to do it. There we go. Logan in the end does it. So
Enough damage to make it a
free
swing run.
stand for Gentlemates. 3 rifles get carried through. But for BBL, that was their bonus, so kind of going as you'd expect, but it is still a dangerous bonus, so keep it in mind, it's not your usual.
See the Clipper breaking the B-trip from mid, yeah. Did that get fixed? And people are doing that in ranked when I was playing in off-season. Annoying.
For B main, but the knife was going to land towards kind of like the T side of it, near the barrier, right? To get the info, are they walking up and creeping? But the pacing was just so fast.
2 people and 5 people that can't buy next.
We already saw Gentlemates. It was
a huge round in terms of it. We get no big ults other than the Cypher. We go aggro over towards here, but they only have a KO flash.
Kushner though re-clearing actually. He's not particularly falling away from this space at all. Even a grab. That is audacious from Kushner. Could have re-fought towards it, but they don't. But they decide then to quickly lean towards middle. This is a pacey game, trying to catch those timings on the rotates, and it's a 1-for-1 trade out. So Bayas goes down, but as does Pora in the end. So both KOs now removed from the round. And it looks like maybe a pause for thought here for Gentlemates after what was an absolutely volatile beginning for both sides.
They're at least going to find the trip here.
Smoke on the right, Neon flooding.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah, I like this. Omen flashed on the left and just fast. Send it in. Kushner did really good to get the trade on this one as well, but they were so ready for this as a reaction. That's a huge kill. 2-on-2. Still have a trip in terms of the afterplant though. You get that trip down.
Elite now nearby. Logan heard that. Plant going to come in and once again leaning towards CT. Good timing on this. Whale's going to make it a little bit trickier. Turns the eyes back now. Logan fully on patrol. Waiting in the smoke itself. Logan, this is so much to ask. He's got to play it perfectly. Brave. Elite. Waiting. Smoke. Drops.
Whoa!
Logan!
What? How's he getting the second there? That's madness, dude.
Towards Brave. Just a slight smile is all you get from him.
I was getting a little nervous for him too, as he was.
I mean, how's he done it?
Boxes, like, don't let go of control too early.
A solid spray transfer. Yeah, this was really cool. He's unlucky not to get 2 though.
Worried there for a moment when Elite did so much towards B main. We saw how pressured Gentlemates was as they're coming out B main. The camera, where is it? He's looking around left, right. Where is it? He can't find it. And I thought when the door broke, is that going to give away Elite's position? Is this going to be it?
Yeah, and that was the big buy round. So that's a huge 1v2 in terms of the impact. And then we're going to have a big buy round after this. And another chance for them to snowball, and they're going to have 2 big ults in terms of KO and Raze. But that 1v2 is just pretty much... Don't want to say it's the half, but it's the difference from a close half and a one-sided.
Towards middle now with the owl drone too. Should be able to hear that. Don't think it's going to find any information. But will they expect Pora to have refilled this space? The flashes indicate they might be considering it. Spamming out the box, Pora. Oh, the shoulder showed.
Yeah, I think he saw him.
Now they've got to be cautious around the map. There is still a little bit of threat with these sheriffs, but not too much.
Pora just getting teased there, seeing the tip of the barrel. Couldn't capitalize on it though. Full map control from Brave. He's got that deep line on A. Great stack from BBL. If they're going to win any opportunity, they're set up for it perfectly.
Jackass.
There we go.
So one. There's the swing. Both being checked on here. Popping on the ult though. Kushner only good for 1. Thought he might get a little more from that.
30 seconds. Call is to pivot to A, and they smoked themselves off here.
This is bold. 20 seconds.
I don't know how much this guy had.
That space behind them, Brave might just decide to
Gonna go all the way behind him. There is a trip here, but he has a TP.
It's gonna be interesting to see if he gets rewarded for it. 13 seconds now. They need this ult to secure safety on the passage. If anyone denied it, they'd be screwed. Clears.
He hits into the trip, but at least creates a little bit of pressure. He does have a flash for his teammate if they want to flood.
And almost mitigating all those potential threats. Gentlemates can stabilize on the site here. Elite tries to make a go of it, but
yeah, Logan did really good. Won that flash duel.
Elite and Reezy not finding what they want. Not going to get it here. Elite last one now. No big chances for him. Gentlemates, that was quite late in the day, but they made it work. Keeping 4 alive, potentially see if they can make it out of this round with those 4 standing. They get some stability in this highly volatile game, and they do. Natank as well. That's 4 rifles moving forward.
Bayaz with the KO ultimate ready for use here. Perfect timing as well with a gun round coming out for BBL. I can't believe I pulled the scrawny and you didn't correct me.
I would never.
You would never?
I would never.
A good friend would correct me.
I'm just not a good friend.
I guess.
All right.
Strongest tier 2 edition.
Sorry,
Let's see how G2 look before I say anything like that.
The neon
Think.
and the rays, knife, KO ulti.
Curry, what's up, bro?
Both
Thank
sides,
you
they're
so
going
much,
for a
man.
look at this
Huge raid.
absolute mess of the beginning. It's Takas to win out.
Thank you,
Braves
dudes.
now looking in
Appreciate you.
trouble.
I like this idea from BBL. They decided to go aggro because they had so many ults they were scared about, so they wanted to try get kills before they got X-X'd on. Pretty cool.
And they're already
Curry,
shifting
man.
away.
Hope stream
They're
is good.
already
Thank
outta
you so
here.
much, dude. Thank you, thank you. The
Josh
double
just
raids
pointed to the
today.
wrong screen, trying to
We're
use
turning
the
into the
telestrator.
raid
You
boss
happy
again.
now I'm calling
It's
you out on
happening.
mistakes?
Thank you.
Is that what you wanted?
When people hear the flustered, the noises, the wind coming through the microphone, that's me pressing the wrong thing.
Still casting, yeah.
You did great. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
1 minute though, after all of that high octane beginning, it's starting
Will
to
I
get
watch
tempted.
Curry play? Of course, dude.
BBL with the correct
Course.
read here. Obviously off the back of that deeper positioning from Brave, who stuck around, living up to his moniker. But the plant is now in. TP going to be taken. And we look at this lurk coming out from Takas. 30 HP. How much value? One man get none.
Too early.
0. And you're right. The timing not quite right for him here. I think Logan didn't actually get hit by the paranoia.
Dude, he's going to get another on site. Oh, man. He did so good on site. All focus on him. Then Bayaz just sends it through the smoke. Potential flash that I missed.
Mechanically off the charts. But he needs a good start, he gets it. Logan goes down, another 1v1. 8 bullets to play with. And his opposing number on the other side, Bayaz now half achieved.
Damn,
Oh, the
nicely timed on
timing.
this one as well.
Heartbreaking for Bora there, but Bayaz.
He's given it as well.
Lets
2
him
big buy
know.
rounds that they've had
That's
now.
4 rounds now.
Spirits are high. This original fight at B main was so weird. It was just like, which way is it going to go? You have the KO ulti, it's pulsing. Like, you kind of have the advantage. You have the numbers advantage. Are you guys going to go for it? They ended up peeling off, getting back into that A site.
FNS is here as well. Hello, mate.
Uh-oh.
Josh, as a
What is
former
this lineup?
toxic player yourself, how do you feel
What
about
the-
this goading that's coming into Valorant here, giving it on stage?
Okay,
I
knife that
think-
goes through the roof that hits market.
Former, okay?
Sorry, still toxic player, my bad.
There is a definite mental element when it comes to playing competitively, where people, it's not easy to be on a stage
Oh,
with
man.
pressure and all this stuff, and if you
Oh,
have the
man.
other team goading you as well, oh man, and just running at you right after as well.
Yep, they're just turning up the
Still,
tempo.
the double
they're
duelist
getting in
stuff is
their faces.
kind of nice when
If
they do that.
BBL want to play this brawling game, gentlemen, to do it right back to you. Do you know who you're facing? These guys
I haven't been loving the
love a bit of
afterplants
it.
over towards B, but they got the
And
gun
now
diff.
it's on the Executioner. The Vandal in hand.
Keep an eye on the luck.
The best chance they had of maybe stopping the rot. Bayaz once again. Happy to put himself on the line here. Oh, that's a pixel out of place. That's another player spotted. Can't deal with Brave this time around. But again, for Pora or Brave to do more, that's going to be tough. Yeah, Brave goes down.
Straight
Pretty
through
sure they're
smoke,
very
just the
aware of
timing
where
on
Pora
this one.
was. Yeah, already on
I was a
34
little bit
HP.
worried still, to be honest,
He's
with
not gonna get any play
the
to
plant.
this, is he?
Not been the best for the spam, but
It's almost looking like a deja vu from the last map as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Gentlemate's just running away with a lead on the attack side. BBL looking
do the
really
charm.
good, really
I'm
solid
not
on
doing
the
that again.
retakes.
I made a mistake once, and you
Let's
just
just
learn
see
from it.
more of it.
You can't give that stuff away for free. That's the thing.
Gotta get going though. That's 5 rounds on the trot. What's the opponent you've ever played who's annoyed you the most with goading on stage?
That I have played or
have
had
played? Like someone on the other side who...
Sampus was
off
always pretty decent at it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
nice.
pretty decent at it. But
Yeah.
back in the days there, you always had the people, like you were in earshot
Yeah,
and
yeah,
there was
you
like
were
no
close
noise
enough,
canceling
right?
and yeah, eye shot, earshot, everything.
Oof. Quick, pacey, beginning the tank gets left. How?
Okay.
Look at Brave!
Yeah,
Look at
dude,
Brave's
how has
face.
he
He's
won
gonna
that?
Be fuming about that. The tank was blind, stunned. Oh, they're in their spawn. They're just running at him.
Bro, these
Gentlemates are
big
just
buy rounds are killing
making
me
it
from
hurt
BBL.
now.
This
And for
is
BBL, that's devastating, right? Like, I hope, production, if you're listening, if you can, I'm sorry to call you out, I'm just going to do this to you. I want Brave's camera reaction to that one and how that situation started.
It's an extra orb on this one, ult for next round.
The crazy thing is, this is round 8 already, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's like, how many times have we seen an explosive start from Neon or Raze with a KO flash?
Yes.
It's happened like so many times. It's happened at A, it's happened at B. And on top of that, BBL, they're running a Neon of their own, Kushner, right? Which means that they've probably talked about these explosive plays themselves. They have the KO.
Non, thank you so much for the gift, bro.
For these
Appreciate you.
plays themselves. So how is it that BBL is getting caught off
Not a
guard
chance,
so
Des.
frequently? At A main, the Brave is getting caught as Omen. Elite at B got caught on round like 2 or 3 or whatever. It can't be like this.
Yeah, the big buy rounds are just falling apart heavily.
Understand how it plays and get caught off so often.
Yeah, and I think that frustration's starting to really show for BBL here. The tank only on 30 HP. I mean, he's got 4k in the bank. Goes for a walkabout, trying to cost him what they have. No one else could really close that gap. So another one on the board here for Gentlemates, and I hope production
Arch, not a chance as well. Come on.
Natank is actually going to get a...
Look at this.
Oh.
I'm fuming. I'm fuming. We've got both POVs.
Shooting the tracers. That's why Phantom's better.
Oh, that is... You know that's going to be a timeout. That's like a tilt timeout coming in. They need to just get this team back. And maybe identifying some of the things you were just speaking about, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to run a comp that's somewhat similar, right, that has some of the same strengths at least, you can't be caught off by some of the biggest, I guess, credits to that.
Is it feasible for someone to enter Valorant esports at 23, 24? Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you're talented and you're a hard worker, sure.
Taking those early fights and being caught up.
Bro, Angel's 34. I know he was probably doing it a lot earlier than that, but
playing deeper, forcing them to use their utility a little bit more.
you gotta take inspiration from those people.
Rounds now in consecutive form. Something has to change.
The problem is, we haven't really seen that much depth from BBL.
But I would hope you're not starting the game at 24.
Like back in kickoff, it was the same thing, right? And going into here, like all of a sudden, what did we see happening the entire time? We saw the same setup round after round after round. So when you just kind of have not a lot of depth with your game plan, and the same players go to the same
Wasn't
spots,
Boast at
like,
that
this
age?
is where you need to have adaptations.
But he played, I mean, he played CS before, but he was like, I mean, he was UK, man. We were tier 4 at best.
Play here. Can I get a KO to counter flash, or can we get like I'll counter paranoia and you get ready to fight? Like let's do something to switch it up, or like Reezy's had his solo ulti for 3 rounds. That could be a laser beam that whole line.
Well, let's see.
Last strat on this. They do manage to buy. Got Sova ult. Do they try and bait anything out? No, nothing too much. They got Omen ult out of them.
So much of that defensive side, right? There's that
Omen flash, sorry, out of them.
Braves had to post that paranoia. Now, on the other side, though, obviously Logan invested his, and Beaz did use his knife, but still, they're sitting quite pretty. They can still happily hit a site here.
UK Siesta's depressing to watch, bro. It's the only reason, like the only reason that I actually made like Fish 1, 2, 3 and had a full UK lineup is because for just 6 years I just observed no UK teams at the top events. It was actually depressing. There was we had nothing, man. We had no good team. We had a few good players that made it out. That was about it. Dude, how did that TP not go as far back? Ooh. Yeah, and that's a free res. Well, the ping's like, ult comes in, and it's far back enough that... Yeah, that was sick. Raze ult, does he pop it? Okay, that's a yeah. Oh my. Dude, I will never understand the Raze ult. How does that...
Gonna tank hold on though. He's got problems coming his way. Beaz and Logan trying to get to a position they can help from. The tank looking a little screwed here, but he's gonna try and capture some sort of danger on the cross. He's gonna hear these steps towards the side.
Shot,
looks
man.
to the left,
Shot, bro.
Looks to the right, and the tank is absolutely tearing him apart. Has he got any more for us?
The widest popping. Dude was really feeling it.
Logan's side here. 6 bullets from
Oh man, he's gonna regret that one. That is such an overheat.
Oh, that was a huge round as well.
Absolutely was, off the back of that ult as well. So much value from both sides there.
And he's halfway back to his ult again.
Dude's still running somewhere.
Important round for BBL to pick up. Letting the game just slip away. After the first 2 rounds, they basically went on a 6-round loss streak.
What's it going to look like here?
And it's just so important to be able to just stop the bleeding and just pick up a round, especially one off the back of a...
Oh man, they gifted it to him.
line. The tank was about to close that, but not the case. Reezy with some real heroics there individually. And a timeout for Gentlemates. Maybe feeling that early aggression towards A felt a little red that time, or maybe just wanted to note some of the adjustments. Who knows what they've managed
Muya?
to
Dude, he's too busy.
now,
He just does watch parties now, right? I think he does. I think he does CS watch parties. He hasn't been in chat for a while, that's for sure. I still don't know if he has mods. I still need to take that away. Remind me when we see him next to take it away. I don't trust that guy.
For attack, so maybe they're gonna change up the tempo of everything. So far, we've seen a lot of explosive starts, and then
he definitely still has it.
Explosive start, they've either been able to commit all the way through, or
he has way too much power, man.
The brakes and
way too much power.
And then maybe go to the other site. That's what we've seen a lot. And this is the first time we really saw BBL.
Wait, the sun chat. Sun's coming in. I need to pull down the blinds. I actually have blinds now. It's not the towel trick. 2 seconds. Oh man, I'll do it after this round.
We've done all this really explosive.
Wait, this is gonna be a 2-0, right?
Walk around. We know that the
how low is the sun? Oh, it's getting lower.
Every round, we
getting
can
lower.
go there, break it. It causes a reaction. Maybe we can work around the map
okay.
and see if we can.
I'll do it after this round.
Or maybe they just go super aggressive again.
But, you know, it looks like that might be the case.
Knife goes into elbow, hits the Omen only. They set up the Omen, and that is the most perfect time flash you will ever see.
That long. Elite does really well to find Takas. And a really weird beginning.
Am I in the US? No, I'm in Iceland, bro. And it's starting to switch over from... So in winter, we get 18 hours of like darkness, and in summer, you just get 18 hours of sun. So we're slowly switching into the 18 hours of sun. So I had to get some blinds, because I didn't have any blinds here.
There they go.
This is an individual attempt from Bayaz. This worked out well. He had a little bit of support, but not masses. Just off the back of his own kit, he's basically controlling top middle. Reezy, though, now put under the gun as well. Caught in the heels as he tried to back away.
Temperature?
Nice
oh yeah,
push and
super
pull.
cold,
so
man.
Much on Bayaz there, but he actually delivered on it.
I say
summer
with
it's not summer. Safe passage towards the site. Elite's still gonna hold it down, and Pora, shot after shot working out for him there.
Oh, Pora's just popping everyone, by the way.
The only man alive in a 1v3.
Nice round from him. Give me this replay.
The switch up from Gentlemates.
I want to watch the replay, but I need to pull the blinds down. It's fine. I need a mid round. Need a real mid round where it's just trades or something.
Timing was so crucial for BBL, and even with that man advantage, the 5 versus 4, it still got so close. Those initial fights that we saw happening towards top middle and market, I thought that was going away for Gentlemates for sure. But again, BBL, when they're able to all be together and fight and stabilize together, whether it be in the retakes or in a situation
bro is really feeling it. By the way, he gets the op out.
They just need to make sure that they continue this. This KO flash as well.
Flash to set up, to steal in Heretics' stuff.
Another round where they get the deep A line. Elite gonna back off at B.
Not if it works.
Wondering when they potentially find that operator. At the moment, just kind of patrolling towards top middle.
Knife again for market. It will hit 1 probably. Got to push this Omen off towards A.
Pressure somewhere else to bait out Brave's next smoke, so he doesn't have a one-way for that A lobby control. Pressure towards B.
Yeah, Reezy, gonna have to respect that. He can't.
Oh, that's nice. This guy falls back. Vision block, question mark created.
I mean, he was gonna be in danger. He gets to keep his life. He tries to pop the.
Oh man, it didn't give him. It didn't go all the way through.
Gonna deny the tank. The trade's going back and forth here. Bravestar's gonna hold on to this. Reezy's on the way, but Bayaz now 3 fights on 3 fronts. Too much to handle. Ayla's once again last man standing. And yeah, this is a tricky one for him.
Especially he just used the ability that probably was going to enable him to pick up the spike.
He's got 30 seconds.
30 seconds
and
left.
No real chance to close in towards it.
If the bodies were in a more accessible location, he could throw his hat, get the info. But it looks like he's just.
This guy's saving. Okay, chat. I'm going to pull my blinds down.
Yep.
No real value getting any more kills out of this. It's going to be a full buy from BBL next round anyways. He's already got his ultimate. Keep
10
that
seconds
Vandal.
left.
I'm actually so surprised that Gentlemates completely avoided A main. It's not like BBL's changed up their start around setup that much. They know Brave keeps recycling the smoke on A main. Yeah. They know that he has a deep line, and they know as soon as he has this deep line, they're usually rotating back towards top middle and reinforcing B a little bit. So to go into top middle like that as 4 players, knowing that that's basically the first location that all of the defenders go to, especially after you break the market door down. Like you're pulling all the defenders into this area. and then you run into it.
Sounds counterintuitive.
Okay, 3 in a row.
The plan on that one,
And I mean, it's ever since the overpeak, right? Ever since the widest poppin' swing.
Back on a little 3 back-to-back for them. Maybe there's some more in the tank.
Sunset, slightly attack-sided, like a 7-5 apparently is the most average. I think one teams get a little bit better of their B after plant, like 8-4 maybe a bit more likely, but 6-6 is pretty common, 7-5 is pretty common. Pretty open though, like just because we see so many comps, it's you can see those games where someone just completely takes control, but these are relatively normal comps.
It's just close them back in towards B, right?
Let's put them into this B stack.
A little bit worried. I mean, maybe this timing on the flash. There's no way the
done.
Wales was going to live through that.
Poor is really confident at the moment. 3k into op, into push down mid.
Hold on, Braves right here. Does he get to live?
Whoa.
How is he alive?
How's he got that kill?
In the end, but almost. That was very dangerous. As it stands, it's the 3v3. Kushner going to catch across this time.
Oi, nice shock as well.
He's going to pick it up. Breezy going to find Logan. It's all on Bayas.
Close. 19 HP on that. Hey, that was a really good recovery. That one round snowballed into 4.
This is actually evened out a bit.
Yeah, it was a good recovery from BBL there. I mean, just being able to, you're up 2-0, then you go down 2-6, and you recover 6-6 by the end of the half.
Yeah.
That's so important here. I kind of want to like say in part like right here, great just like awareness, great ability to take some space and change things up. We saw the Cypher peeking B main with a flash. So small adaptations here and there, using Braves, Paranoia to counter trade the util over at A. Gentlemates didn't go back to A after that. They didn't go A for like the rest of the half unless they went through middle.
Fast B with the bounce recon.
I don't know if it was
and
BBL playing
then
well in that situation.
what is this? Knife close with a dash or something?
Yeah,
we're just knifing into the corner.
Too much, but
Yeah, flash close with a dash. Recon lands, scans all the site before the smoke goes down as well. Don't have to check any corners.
Trying to make that cross hit. Takass not gonna be able to swing off this one. Smoke's still in.
They got 4 people if they want to flood. Flash goes in deep. Oh yeah, that KO flash back was great. Oh man, that KO flash was everything. Really good.
That's an existence special right there. That pop flash from the KO. Oh man, everyone was just full white. They could not see anything at all. The explosiveness, Neon sliding out.
Size of the mug? Yeah, bro.
So
look at the slug as well. He's pretty big, man.
Right there.
This was my first painting attempt. You know what? I did this again. Tried to make a slug mug version 2, and they lost the mug. I think what happened is I think a kid took it or something.
As it should be. All right. Reddit would be really
It's gone. Dude, I was pretty proud of it as well. It's like much better version of this. So I just hope the kid's happy. So honestly, hopefully it's gone to a good home.
BBL still opportunity here to try and do some damage. They're only with the classics though, so Tak's got to be careful. There's a lot of players around that corner. Yeah, Takass can help them out, but still, they can gap close. Yeah, I think he realized it.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, dude, he just left Whalers. He actually gave him a satchel, so his aim just went up into the air.
Costly. And there's recoverable weapons. Suddenly this becomes a huge threat.
Huge timing from Bayaz though, walking.
Yeah, he has incredible timing. I mean, that's a kill.
That's a spike. Drops that. As Reezy tried to make a run for it. Knife there should be able to identify Elite's position. He's going to try and creep back down. And no, gets caught in the end.
Well. Still though, really good damage. Like they'll be happy with that one. 3 gun rebuys.
Like a little bit of a miscomm right there. Thinking, Natank thinking, oh, I'm alone here. But Whalers was right behind him. So as soon as he can miss contact, misses that
that would be
shot,
pretty funny.
Neon was able to get across.
That would be pretty funny.
I'm out of here. Satchel's away. Wait, you're here? Oh, my bad, dude. And then, like, yeah, right there. It's just like, oops. I mean, not the greatest gun for that location. No. Just having the Guardian. I mean, 2 shots in the body is going to be pretty good. But
right, everyone here can't buy.
Like that
Everyone here can't buy in terms of 3. So 8 people can't buy. They're going aggro on this one. Knife goes in.
You know, any sort of pistol like that.
Knife hits no one, so the Omen can get set up, and there's a fast rotate from the Neon.
For both sides, only the one Bulldog remaining.
I must wait a moment.
One kill trip on site.
Plenty. I think all 4 B main players got spotted by that camera.
I clear the util, but a little bit further tucked towards the site. Takas does eventually get caught by this, actually. And here comes the pressure. BBL cautious on the cross, though. Not wanting to get caught out.
Don't matter. There's a... Raze has a nade still. As soon as that spike
And
gets
this is the
tapped,
better plant that I wanted to see from Gentlemates.
save it.
What?
What?
How did he just get two? Was
How
that
does he
just
get that
shot
angle?
through the smoke?
He's just shot in a straight line through the smoke, and they weren't trying to plant on the side.
He
of
went to the
stairs, they
edge
were
of the
planting at
smoke,
front
gets
of
the
site.
deeper angle
were
on the plant that was
anticipating
trying to go
each
for the
one
left
before,
side instead of the
and they
right
didn't wanna
side.
get
The left side is a
exposed
little
by
bit better
that.
because it gives you an extra angle on the after
That's
plant
gonna
from
sting a
B
little
main,
here.
but
Kushner cleared. Gentlemates looking just on the money on the retake. Yeah,
holy,
Whalers in
give me
the
this
end, one
replay.
aside.
I
But
guess
these
he
guys
just
are
pings
looking
it out,
very well drilled
and then
here
they
on this
lined up.
defensive side.
Yeah, and that's the power of like conditioning and just like straight up stress and pressure. They
Did he
got,
ping? I
like,
reckon he pinged for
flashback.
himself,
Oh,
to be honest.
Pistol round, the retake. What's gonna happen? They're gonna throw a flash. They're gonna flood in from
Yeah,
spawn.
yeah.
Okay, let's not plan for spawn. Let's play for front sight here.
Oh,
They're
okay,
gonna play
I reckon there's
market,
no ping, and
then
he's just
Wales gets
absolutely
2
owned him.
freebies
Yeah, they messed
because
up a
of
little
it.
bit there
So,
trying to get the
yeah,
good
I
plant.
mean, it's just mind games at this point.
Pretty slump.
They're
Thank you with the
winning
prime.
at
Appreciate you.
least for
Thank you,
now.
thank you.
That's,
Not even a ping, yeah, just knows the
again, I don't want to say
angles.
it was a bonus conversion because it was pretty well situated. Only had one bulldog. They've already got a free upgrade
BBL,
there as well, but
going back,
the Gentlemates, they're on the verge of
if you're
really
BBL
snowballing
watching
this
like
half, so you're gonna
these
see
buy rounds
BBL
that are
try
here
and buy
hidden,
back into
there's
this.
like
I
been
mean,
4 buy
Stingers
rounds where they're gonna feel like they
and
should have won.
Rifle, and already Takas breaking Kushner's heart, who's really been quite quiet so far on that Neon. Not been an
Pretty slump, by the way.
outstanding
Thank you so much,
performance,
man.
at least in
Thank
this
you,
map.
thank you. Welcome into the Slow
Now
Club.
with an
Appreciate
early
that.
advantage, they can sit back, rest a little, but Logan's still exploring for a touch more.
I feel like Gentlemates does so well with all their abilities. Everyone is so in tune with their agents and has all the lineups, know exactly what the game plan is to establish this control, and they do it so well.
Just as about as it looked like two
Oh,
of
he's
the players
confident.
drift away from this A side. Logan's sticking around. Oh my god, and he still gets one? There's so many more players here too. Yeah, light work in the end.
Ooh,
Gentlemates
it's
still
fast
have
cleanup.
the bodies on the side. They didn't even rotate away after that early contact.
What's up with EMEA and Neon on this map? But this kind of stuff happens. That's the thing. This stuff happens where it's like one team in Prac will do it, and then it owns them in Prac, so they're like, sure, we'll just copy that. And then there's 2 teams using it, and they'll start owning people in Prac, and then just the whole, like, all of EMEA is just using Neon,
How are we
basically.
gonna break them when they're also able to unlock KO ulti and you have no abilities? When they get Raze Rocket and they're gonna double
So
side slow over
it's,
your head.
it is a thing.
This isn't a comfort
J_Fazzy
purchase either.
with the
Keep in
Prime.
mind, I
Thank
think
you so
Reezy
much,
doesn't
man.
even
Appreciate
have
the 11
armor,
months.
so he can't even afford it. This is gonna be costly. This is gonna be tricky to make it work.
Surely you go shields and like
It's the similar situation, you know, when Sentinels said that they went to the Africa tournament, right? And they played against Paper Rex and they got wrecked on Sunset and then they stole their comp. It's the exact same thing, just in EMEA. Yeah, it happens more often because obviously it's like internal matter.
And I'm on up here.
But whoa, don't talk down to my job, all right? Flame yourself, not me. All right, keep.
Like Viper Harbor for America is exactly that,
At
yeah.
this point, we will have to see if that does come into effect potentially for Reezy if he just gets absolutely eviscerated. But with a minute to play with, there's options.
Fnatic
here
on
for
Lotus,
BBL.
yeah. It even happened like EMEA were a little bit ahead on EMEA were a little bit ahead on Icebox because there was some tier 2 team that played Sage within like the first day. And it's same with like all of Americas and Pearl. They were just so much better on it because of the Harbor comp. And they sussed out B a lot earlier.
But the spikes backing, where's I guess because of this, at least finding this space.
Yeah, this is a lovely luck at the moment, and they just go all the way back. Heavy question marks over towards here. They kind of think they're on site as well.
I'm surprised nobody stuck around, even in like a middle area, just to like listen for the rotations. Maybe get a.
This is one of the issues with this comp, right? Double duelists, they only really have the knife to get like hard info. So when they do create these question marks, it's very hard for them to clear it out.
They have the spike planted for B main, so we might see a retreat into B main here, a heavy retreat.
Yeah, and this is the good plant, and you might see this smoke here, right? So they smoke themselves off. Let's highlight it. Brave has one smoke. They're going to smoke themselves off deep. Choke point here, and it's just all going to be spams.
Everything they'd want.
The good news for Gentlemates is they have a nade. That's about it. Smoke comes in.
They're smoking their own B main, actually. They're prepared for this. They want to play the spam battle.
All right, well, let's see.
That's the first time Josh has seen this. He's going to lose his mind.
That's Pora gonna find Bayers. Bachi actually goes down and
Ooh.
Takas. Wait,
Ooh.
they don't know about Takas.
That was a nice
He got
try.
this close. Can the tank get it towards half?
Half?
Everybody's on the line and he
Oh,
falls
bad. It was an
eventually.
alright
BBL
attempt. Most
winning
teams get fully wrecked. At least they had some
the
kind of plan
spam
going
battle
through.
in the end, living. Gentlemates,
Yeah, you know it's broken when
bit
teams
on
are
that
smoking
A-hit.
themselves off.
Respectful for BBL there. They knew exactly how they wanted to play that post plan. They knew. They smoked their own main off.
How'd you
They
stop that? You
wanted them to
don't,
spam
man.
that.
You need a
Usually,
map
if you're on
change.
defense, you don't want to smoke that main choke point because that allows the attackers to spam you. They can just ping where the spike is on the mini map, and then they get to spam for free, and you can't respond to it. So defenders usually smoke the spike instead.
Don't let them plant. I mean, yeah,
But BBL,
that's the actual
with the
answer.
foresight to smoke the main entrance instead.
Seen this from Heretics as well. Flash goes in.
Big round. Takas right off the rip though, trying to build off the back of that paranoia that got posted too, but finds not much value as I'm sure he'd want with that. Does have to fall away.
Question mark created over towards middle.
A bit of a switch up here as well. Starting to see the tank tucked towards that A side. It's a little bit of info off that knife. I think maybe 2 players connected on. Kushner wasn't one of them.
It's going to be so tough breaking through the Rays with the Judge, the KO to bait as well. The knife's going to
Knife hits
scan.
one.
They're going to get the info, but they don't know that he's got a Judge in the hands.
There is that, but how much can this one Judge do?
Oh.
Not much. Kushner, but it does tee up Bayaz to at least get the trade. The paranoia, that's, again, my heart breaks for Brave. He has died to blind players so often. But it is a 3v3. This is still very viable. I'm wondering if BBL continue on this path thing. It looks like they're going
exactly where you are.
Maybe with this information, they may consider against it. But Kushner, curious where that player's just vanished off to. Now Node sitting Crips right beside
That was
him.
confident from him. That was nice.
No idea that Kushner was still around on this.
Big
That's
Cypher
the main
duel.
player defending the site. Yeah, Whalers is close, but so is Elite. The timing.
Thought he was going to get him just as he was jumping up. Nice round from Kushner. Gets a plan as well, so their money's looking pretty good. What is the money here? Completely wrecked.
I mean, oh, man. But BBL is trying to crawl their way back round by round. Lots of ultis up on the board. 8 ultis in play this round between both teams. This is going to be a really pivotal round here.
One enemy remaining.
Nice! Not a lot of money on the M8 Gentlemate side. Sorry.
Dude, I keep doing that because you say M8 and you want to say
North
M80.
American region.
We got
Creeps through every now
8
and then,
ults
it's
up.
okay. We'll try and get you the help you need. But yeah, Gentlemates, they're not in a great position purchase-wise, right?
Not at all. They have the one Vandal on Bayaz, the Guardian on Logan, and they got Jazz hands as well, but
The official name.
gonna get
Better than what
canceled
you
out by
called
the
it
KO
before.
ulti here.
Yeah, so again, we are seeing some nice counters to this slowing of the roll. BBL, I want to see him get a grip on this game, bring this back all even.
Well, people
KO
here
ulti could be so huge here
don't
as
have
well.
guns,
They won't
but
invest that much.
Hold on.
a little bit scary.
I get a little nervous when I see this. That's
Oh,
better.
boy.
Kushner gonna
There's a
stem
rocket
the
launcher
bleed.
too.
Bye-bye, Kushner.
2 people still not through the
And now
choke
they've
point.
stopped this hit, right? It stopped in his tracks. Now they're gonna have to try and make that cross again. No smoke in play.
That hits 2. They still don't know where 1 is.
Could choose to use it, not even necessarily to go and reposition A. They could just use it
They
for
do
space,
have
for
Omen
info,
ult
for
if
info
they
denial.
wanted to try something.
They could reset off of it. There's loads of time still.
Yeah, maybe they should have cut sound here. Lovely shot.
Beautiful shot.
I mean, lovely shot from the tank. I'm just curious that they tried to creep this B main approach instead. The
30
tank's not going to be forced off the angle. The double swing from Pillar as well.
Oh, they forced this one a bit too hard. Once they got shut down there, they needed to just like cut sounds. Could have even Omen ulted to create question marks. The problem was they like insta re-hit when the numbers were already here.
Just looking at the two teams, there's a clear difference that Gentlemates has a really good understanding of when they're supposed to do things with their ults on an individual level. So what we saw there was Bayaz had the Vandal. He gets the first kill. Okay, now we have the man advantage.
Did nice with that double swing as well. The pistol went out wide and the rifle was just there to clean it up.
The Whalers goes down. They're really committed. So now we see Natang, he pops his rocket, and they all start flooding in together.
Last timeout for them.
And it's just so good that it's not like you're sitting there pre-planning it, like, hey, and then we're gonna do this B stack, and then if they come here and do this, then you're gonna do this. Like, it's all individuals understanding, like, hey, this is my turn, I have to do this now, and they're just using them on cooldown. They used 3 of their ultis that round, and it was so important that they did that because it, one, converted that round, but also it's just like, this is so good to see teams being so understanding of their agent pool.
Well, I mean, this kind of echoes back to what you were talking about before. We are in a quick timeout here just for, I think that would be probably BBL at this point, but it kind of echoes back to that red light, green light
Why
system
didn't
that you were
BBL go
discussing when you
in?
were
No,
talking
it was
about
their enemy's
yesterday,
KO, right?
for
Was it
example,
not the
knowing when
KO
to
to
try and
cancel?
make these moments happen, be it at least when you're talking about
It was this KO, right? It was this KO to cancel. Oh no, other way around. Yeah, you're right.
Moments, but Gentlemate's displaying some really good understanding of when
Maybe
to
there was
make
something that I missed.
individual impact happen, and then how to build around it, right? It's not just the tank then investing.
I'd have to
it's
watch that one
everything
back,
going off the
honestly.
back of it too.
I don't have
It's
a good
great
answer
to
for
see
you.
these individuals playing very well in unison. However, BBL, it was 2 back-to-back rounds that stirred up this game to feeling a bit more competitive. We need them to get back to that. They have ults to play with and they have options.
Oh, I
to
like
still
this though.
purchase.
Knife goes
They have a
in
lot going on
close.
for themselves.
They TP here as well. If the knife hits, then they flash and the neon swings. So they have like set protocols if the knife's giving them information on a lot. BBL with the, I guess, early info over towards A, they just insta-send it to middle. They pretty much got to win this round as it's done.
Chipping away. Kushner trying to close towards the side, but they're already playing off it.
Double kill trip.
This could be devastating for BBL here. Brave needs to go huge.
I mean, he's done really well on the first. Takes down the tank. Looking for Takas. He knows he's nearby. Oh, the timing. Takas just crept right around the side of it.
Good plant over towards B main, but they only have one cage for vision block.
That cross. The spike is down though, so that is a small silver lining to this. They have anything more. Can they stop this again? Can they win the battle of the spam once more? The round that truly saved them last time. Takas.
Oh.
Actually,
Man, it's so strong, this plant. It's crazy, even when they're disadvantaged like this. I think they needed to relax, though. I think they never needed to actually, like, stick the spike. I think it was... I actually think the smoke onto the spike there is, like, an error. I think you need to just tap and have that person ready to duel. Like, the B site here, the fundamentals of it are just fully switched.
But it's like, BBL's so good with these spam battles from B main. They set up 2 cages for themselves to be able to, you know, extend the lifeline.
Post plant is boring, yeah, it's just Pearl B vibes, for sure.
Spam battle.
And this is an early timeout from Existence. This is good.
Play into that more.
Well, something's happened that Existence wants to slow the game down for. It's a timeout right back. What always going in store for us here? The money's starting to run a little dry for Gentlemates. Still with a purchase, still going to be having to depend on the Bulldog, but I mean,
yeah, it's so weird. That's
when
you know it's wrong,
well
right?
On the horizon, but not in place yet.
I feel like
he's up to.
BBL's also been heavily favoring B in market. Not so much through A. They have gone A a few times here. I wonder if Gentlemates is going to do like a hard overcompensation to deal with whatever's happening towards B or market.
In that post plant, we're in the meta of fight one site, retake the other. Yes, I think we're already starting to see some of the signs of it. Because most teams now, when they play against people, are just trying to find out like what site they're playing against and just walk in. And then now you kind of always have to fight B. You can't win the retake. So, but it might change teams. If they don't change the map, teams might have to play different comps. Like, the Paper X Sage really does wreck this, right? Just having vision block wall in terms of wall like this and you defuse. That's why I think Paper X are a bit of ahead of the meta in terms of this map. In the Sage is really strong.
And he actually might be caught here. Logan in a lot of danger as Brave
Yeah, there's a nice ult on this one. This guy has to go huge. KO might be able to help him with util.
And the cross gets caught. He spots 2 of them, but he goes down as he tries to back away. Bayaz toying with the idea of the underhand flash.
Dude, the 1x1s.
Gets to creep out towards the site. Spots out Kushner, but spots him too. The fight happens on that wrap side. Oh, they line up. Hold on. Wailaz.
Okay, nicely done from BBL. Where on earth is the money? In the bin fully?
These rounds aren't clean, but they're working, right? They're happy to scrap on this. 10 rounds, double digits. And they found a solution.
I'm really happy that BBL found that specific solution, knowing that Gentlemates is taking this control over A main, leaving one player on their own. It's just Logan with that line, really. So what's going to happen is everyone's going to start shifting away. There's been so much focus on B, they're going to start shifting away. The Omen ulti comes in the back, the Sova just clears out and zones out that
low
line,
buy, but it's
and
still
everyone
pretty
else
good.
floods on
Interesting that
Logan,
they
who's
put the
getting
gun
punished from
on
3
the
different
neon.
angles. Beautiful.
They have neon on.
Beautiful adaptation.
Okay, the money starting to run out of the worst time for Gentlemates here. And
All the guys used all his util.
I'll fully stabilized, but in a far
Rotate
better
comes in
position.
though. They put one
No
over
to bank
towards
on this
A.
time for BBL,
All
but
person
still.
rotate. Thank God they shot that knife. Otherwise, it hits 3. Lovely shot. High, low, strong.
Spike down B.
Doesn't want to hit it on
Now it
Bora.
gets weird because they know that they want those rounds. They
Looks
throw
like
the gun over. Neon. Oh,
a little
lovely
early on
flash.
that, but it still could be
Holy.
rewarded. How is none of these
Dude, no
players
one
went
committed.
down?
27, 29,
Gentlemen, there's such a
33,
chance there, but
59.
they
What
get to
the
live on
hell?
outside BBL. Yeah, they've taken a boatload of damage. but they're still
Man, the
standing.
flashes were ridiculous.
This Guardian could be everything. They continue on this pathing. The tank has a real chance. They are lower HP. 29.
Knife hit what?
Executioner,
3?
Spike in hand, and they want to drift
1,
away.
2, 3. Yeah.
Dart still available for Reezy. It's going to be super pivotal that they choose an area that's not contested. 3 players solo, 27,
How much does the
29,
camera see?
33,
Seconds left.
and then 59 HP.
3
and there's
again.
2 sheriffs and a guardian
Yeah.
on the board. That's 1 bullet for so many of these players in the body.
Oh.
This is on a knife's edge. Here.
Oh my.
Through the box, he gets brave. Oh, the tank can aim pretty,
Yeah,
but
they
they're
just
so
don't
low
have the HP for this
They're
round.
being chipped apart. They're being torn at the seams.
Spike planted.
Can Elite and Kushner hold on? Yes, for the first. Whalers falls. 3 more to go. Bayaz. He's got to be careful.
One
of
person
Steve
makes
Rango.
sound, the other
He's
2
gone down
walk,
as
but he
well. Elite
overswings.
holding on here. Can they create a crossfire together? Can they work as one? Kushner gonna hear that stab.
Holy,
it's
the
brilliant
2v4 on the low HPs. Respect.
As
And maybe they should have all stuck
on a
together.
knife's edge as possible there. A couple
gave
of
him a
chances
chance
for
in.
Gentlemates, but BBL holding it together.
Yeah, a bit of inexperience in
That
terms of
HP
this
was
one.
in the bin, but they still survived.
That 2 versus 4 was looking really sketchy. Kushner with a great reposition to the back of the site there.
Dude, that
They
was
had no
mental.
idea. They were not expecting that at all. It was so quick. It was so just like the decision.
Dude, the
to
KO
make that
pop
decision,
flashes
to
are-
make that choice and move
can be so
in
strong
that
on this
moment.
map.
No hesitation was so important. You gotta have.
This is what seemed mad about Foot. Like, KO's in the best position that it's ever been, I think.
Because you can convert rounds that you have no business.
Especially with the
winning
map
into
ball.
rounds that you do win.
But now in this guy in middle, is he gonna...
Okay, Kushner takes a walk and gets rewarded. The tank, the first to go down. Man to the good hit. BBL.
They didn't hear him.
Bayaz's timing.
He didn't hear him. Oh boy.
This could be filthy. Brave comes back, so he does reveal the plan.
Takes
but
out
loses
the
life for it.
Omen.
He can reposition, leave the neon there if he
The
wants
only
to.
smoker.
They're all gonna just reposition together. The read on A. Whalers alone towards B. He's got his trips still set up. Info ulti. Sees
And
nobody towards A lobby.
They clear this.
Are they gonna hold
Are they
the
gonna
setup?
clear this?
They're still worried about elbow. Oh man,
Quick glance.
they gotta get
Yep.
moving. Because the site's gonna be out, right? It's Kushner does get slowed down in the end. But again, Whalers now knows they're coming this way. BBL are here. They're on the
This
site,
trip
they're
is
planting.
big, by the way.
Available. Paranoia.
Spike planted.
This trip is so big. They realize that no one's gone over towards market and they're all at B main, but they don't have any vision block.
Yeah, same could
We've
be
got
said
no
to an
cages.
extent for Gentlemate, so still some
Smoked up
utility
the
in
spike
play here,
again.
but
I'm
how
not
do they
sure that's the
disrupt
right
that
play.
back line?
Once again.
They can't so far. Whalers goes down. Bora delivering well. Still no one able to really deny this until now. Takas the only one to try and turn the tide. The spam coming on through, but it's down to just Kushner. How has this happened? But time, they've got to consider that spike. And oh, Logan!
Oh, bro. Holy.
Des takes a beating.
Yeah, that's another
That's a
2v4, right? But they managed to all
devastating
duel in
round
front of their own
Gentleman's gonna
smoke.
carve 12 on the board.
They at least created the pressure that
Such
someone's
an
on
early
it.
round to lose as well. You've won every post plant from B main.
Desk slam, yeah,
This time,
he was
can't close it
mad.
out.
Mad at it. I mean,
It's gonna put.
they could have just won with this one. There would be no money to buy for
It looks so
Gentlemen.
right. It looks so right.
It
from the
did, yeah.
beginning.
Credit to Gentlemates. They had a really good approach to the retake though. They got that one-way smoke up. They got the smoke on the bomb.
Yep.
The spike, rather.
Can't believe you called it that.
Can't believe I called it that either.
I said Deagle once and they never forget. it.
Never?
Okay.
They still bring
One
it
chance to finish this one.
flashbacks to Haven. He was actually on bind,
Still wanna
but
get
still.
to-
Hold on,
Whoa,
hold on.
they go aggro on the last round.
In the 24th round, in the 24th hour,
Insanely bold.
Aggressive.
Yeah, they haven't been
That's the
doing
most
this much though, so I
Gentlemans
kind of
they've
like
ever
it, but
seen,
they
get
get caught
punished
towards
on it.
middle.
Elite gonna drag down the tank.
KO,
Punish him
KO.
for trying to get in their faces to this point. Send them back. He
I mean, yeah, they can just go to where the Cypher is and just pop KO.
4 of them still alive. Kushner taking all that space. Layla's
And then now they can actually get the good plant, and the good news is the Omen is still alive, so they can now just trust in what they know is strong, go B main, and have smokes this time.
You can already see it building, right?
Bad news is the KO ult means they can't smoke. They just got the smoke off before the KO ult hit, by the way. Just.
The pressure has to come in from main first before he goes. He needs to wait for a kill to happen.
Oh my god, wait, he's out on elite. Even with him considering it, Takas now gets to unleash.
Yeah, and this means there's one less person to spam. Damn, Takas has absolutely owned it. What a lovely adjustment from them.
Breaking BBL into.
That was sick. Yeah, the push behind really changed everything. Lovely KO ult as well. Dude, another 2-0.